Hello everybody. Today's lesson is going to be a short one. In a few minutes I will explain why, but let's quickly get to the bell ringer and then we'll get into more details in terms of today's lesson. Alright, so we have another multiple choice AP question. So we're given a function p of x and we're told that it's equal to the quantity g of x squared. Then it tells us to use the given table to find p prime of 3. So to use the given table to find p prime of 3. Now, so it's giving us a function, and it's asking us to evaluate the function at 3, right? That's where that apostrophe represents p prime. P prime is just the derivative of p. So let's find what p prime is equal to first. So p prime of x. Let's find what that's equal to first. Well, let's see. We have a function squared. So given all the rules that we know about finding derivatives, whenever you have something squared and you take the derivative of that function, you should be using the power rule. So by using the power rule, we put the exponent out in front, so 2. The inside stays the same, so g of x. And then we subtract 1 from the exponent, so the exponent just becomes 1, because 2 minus 1 is just 1. Now we do have to be careful, though. So we use the power rule. Now we have to apply the chain rule. So we found the derivative of the outside. We use the power rule to find the derivative of the outside function. Now we have to use the chain rule and multiply by the derivative of the inside. Well, since our inside function is just g of x, the derivative of g of x is just g prime of x. So that is the derivative of p of x. It's 2 times g of x because of the power rule, and then times g prime of x because we have to apply the chain rule. The derivative of the outside function times the derivative of the inside function. So now we just plug in 3 since we're asked to evaluate at 3. So p prime of 3. So we have 2 times g of 3 times g prime of 3. So that's what we're going to be using this function to figure out. Well, let's see. G of 3, let's use a different color here. G of 3 is going to be right here. So this is where g of 3 is. G of 3 is just 2. Okay, so g of 3 is just 2 times g prime of 3. So g prime of 3. Well, if we look at our table, g prime of 3 is right here. So g prime of 3 is just times 3. So it looks like all we have is 2 times 2, which is 4, times 3. So it looks like our answer is 12. So this is a good question, just using the chain rule and the power rule, given a function whose equation we don't know. We're just told that it's g of x. So we don't know the actual equation of g of x. But we can still apply our derivative rules for the power rule times the derivative of the inside function, which is just g prime of x. So that is our answer. All right. So now going to today's lesson, first I just want to start off by saying that I hope everybody is doing well. Once again, I hope everybody is avoiding, getting sick in these troubling times, staying safe as well. So this lesson is basically, I'm not going to be doing much as at this point, it's a good time for you guys to try out what you think you know at this point of the unit with a quiz. Now, this quiz will mainly cover just the first day of this unit. So if you look at the videos that I posted so far for Unit 7, it would mostly cover just Unit 7 Day 1. A little bit of Unit 7 Day 2, but mostly just Unit 7 Day 1. So I would, if you want to review, look back at those videos and or those notes to see if you remember exactly how those were done, including the extra practice problems. Always good to look back at those. So the way this is going to work is instead of posting the quiz, what I'm going to do is I advise you, if you want to try out the quiz, to please email me. The quiz is going to be extra credit, so pure extra credit, so it's not going to hurt your grade. It's only going to help your grade. So if you do want to try out the quiz, please email me. And the reason why I want you to email me is to make it a little bit more fair. The way I want to do it is I want you to decide. So what I want to do is I want to give you basically about an hour to do the quiz, even though an hour is pretty generous, just for the sake of the circumstances in which we find ourselves in. I want you to find yourself an hour, a block of time of an hour, so that when you email me, I will send you the quiz, and then starting from when I send you the quiz, you will have an hour to complete it. Within an hour, if you want to get that extra credit, you have to send it back to me. You can just take a picture and email it back to me. And then I can just grade it, tell you what you did right, what you did wrong, and then you can get a better sense of what you've learned so far in this unit. So once again, if you want to take the quiz, it's extra credit, just email me. I will send it to you, and then from the point at which I email it to you, you will have an hour to complete it, 1 hour to complete it. You take a picture, send it back, tell you what you did right or wrong. Once again, you do have to complete it within an hour, so please, once again, this is up to you when you decide you want to take this quiz. It's totally up to you. You decide whenever you have that hour of time to do it. Once you finish it within an hour, you take a picture, send it back. So once again, the quiz is extra credit. If you want to do it, please email me. As soon as I email it to you back, you will have 1 hour to complete it. Please let me know if anything else seems unclear at that point, but that's basically all for you to do for today. I hope you guys have been able to, keep up with the videos, keep up with the lessons. I still haven't heard anything new from College Board besides the things that I've told you in the past couple videos. At this point, because the AP teachers, we did a virtual conference yesterday, and at this point we've been told just to wait until April 3rd. April 3rd is when College Board will be releasing more information regarding not only test dates, but also in terms of what topics for us to focus on in the AP exam. So that's about all that I have for you today. So once again, if you want to take the quiz, please email me, and then we'll go from there. Once again, I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are implementing that social distancing. And I hope everybody is well. I wish you guys I wish that the rest of the day goes well, and I'll see you guys later.